at that championship race, I had never met any of the guys from Grit Shift, and they flew in. I think Josh flew in from like Colombia or something, and he didn't even have any sleep. And literally, bikes were breaking left and right in between motos, and literally Rusty and Josh and the rest of the crew literally just didn't even know them, didn't even say hi to me. They came in my pit and literally just grabbed tools and started wrenching on all my riders' bikes. Like, it was a full factory deal going on in there, and it was insane. And that's what I was saying. I'll never forget Kevin, because he was like, what do you need? And I was like, told him, and he took off running, and all I remember is parts being thrown at me over the pit rail, and
like,
literally
like you're a stripper.
And that was insane. Like, that's why I have so much respect for that guy. And then back on the Cirrus thing, those guys are just on another level. Like, our bikes for this weekend got delayed 2 days, and somehow I pulled it off again, but it worked out. Our bikes showed up like 45 minutes before they got there, right? They had already planned to come in and retune our bikes for this event particularly. And they got there, suspensions off for them, and boom, they already had a game plan. All the shims, valving, everything was out on the table, ready to rip.
And they're just boom,
boom, boom, boom. Suspensions back on the bike, loaded, and they're gone.
Well, it's like nobody's seen it, and like I didn't get any footage of this, and that's something that I am going to do when we go back over to that area, is because like just watching like everybody, the community working together, and Cirrus just pumping oil out of forks and like rebuilding them and popping them back in bikes. Like, they have so many people don't understand like the unity that is involved at like this race in particular, right? I'm assuming it's similar in an arena cross. Like, I haven't been to one personally yet. But like to see everybody come together and just like push this industry forward, and it's all to bring better bikes to the people watching this shit.
Absolutely.
Like, that's the point. Like, of course it's a business, there's money to be made, all of that good stuff. But like, the point is, we want to put the best performing bikes in people's hands with real life experience and see what they can actually accomplish, because most people probably don't know what TKO looks like, and it's gnarly.
Yeah. I rode qualifying yesterday, and it was something else. Of all the races I've done, that's on a whole nother level.
And that's not like your style, right?
Not really.
Yeah.
I've done a lot of off-road stuff and single track and stuff like that, but when you get into those big rocks, bro, I mean, it's like King of Hammer rocks out there.
That's such a great example, because I think a lot of people know King of Hammers.
Yeah, I mean, that's literally like running backdoor or running Turkey Claw that's up in there. Like, dude, that's some shit.
It is some shit.
Yeah, and they're pinning it through it. Like, it's
they don't even like, and that's the crazy part. So at that first battery drop area, what's that corner called? Oh, there's that corner. I forget what it's called.
Have the map.
But there's that first corner where everybody has like an opportunity for a battery drop. Yeah. And what's cool about the questions that the guys that were asking me when we were just sitting there taking pictures, like, what is, like, how far can they go? Like, do they have to change a battery in the mid race? And I don't think I think maybe one person swapped a battery. I don't necessarily think it was they needed to.
One of our buddies that's with us, he's running the Altus full custom, and he came down to like 3% on the last rock garden before we came back into the finish. Yeah. But I mean, it was right there.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, the battery technology is moving forward to the point to where, like, I would say 3 or 4 years ago, like, TKO wasn't doable on like a 45 amp hour battery that were coming in bikes.
I think the Altus is a 35 amp power,
and it still made it.
Yeah, he was right there. I mean,
that's
he had
crazy.
Less than maybe 300, 400 yards.
That's wild.
So, I mean, he got really lucky.
But like, that technology packed into that small pack, people ask like all the time, like, well, how far can I go? Yeah. That's like the most common question anybody gets, right?
And honestly, what I've learned with all these bikes is weight is honestly a determining factor. Yeah. You know, for sure. Like, I have some riders that are like over 200 pounds, and I have some riders that are 120 pounds. Some will come back at 40%, some are drained.
Right. You know, well, that makes sense.
So, and it like the range and terrain is also a deal. Like, these bikes aren't going super fast through this stuff, so
you're not wide open.
Yeah, they're not wide open. But there is some sections that I reviewed the footage from today, and I was like, I don't even know how he's going that fast.
Really?
Yeah.
You said he was blown, no front tire. Well, the front tube blown.
Yeah, Ozzy raced today, and he had first 2 minutes into the race front flat.
That is crazy. And he ran the entire rest of the race.
whole rest of the race.
And he didn't slow down.
Didn't even slow down. From the footage that I reviewed earlier, it didn't even look like he had a front flat.
Did he know?
Yeah, he knew. I don't even know. I don't even know how it's possible. I don't know how
I don't either.
He pushed that hard, especially on like the flat areas that there was. He was just wide open.
I mean, like, just lay back and just let that open front tire float.
He was even pinning it straight through the rocks too. I'm like, what is going on? So, yeah, he's on another level.
So the CRC Motorsports, right? Like you started that, and then you kind of started with E-Ride, and then you're developing that. Like, why don't you explain what your plan is for CRC? Like, where do you see the CRC Motorsports going in the next 2 to 3 years? Like with all the new bikes and all the new teams and all the new companies, we got Bonnell right around the corner, right? Like, how do you determine like what bikes that you want to race? Do you have like the pick of the litter where you can say, hey, I want some of these and some of these, or do you just do it for a specific company? How does that all flow?
Yeah, so it really just came down to like with E-Ride, that kind of came to an end.
Yeah.
And the company was making some changes, and they're coming out with new bikes, and there was a lot of delays, and we're like, we can't just sit around.
Right.
Like we're ready for the next bike.
Right.
Like, we're going to do something else. So then that's where Altus came into play. And at the same time, Arctic was there too. So I'm like, okay, well, I'll just run both race teams.
Right.
You know, why not? I already ran one big one.
Yeah.
So I'll just run these two, and it's the same thing.
So if you don't, I don't know if you want to talk about this, or if you can't, I don't really care. I'm just going to ask a question. You obviously have two different companies. So do you set up like two separate teams? Like, do you have, you have A group, B group, or, not like they're better or worse, but like, and then you just put them on those bikes, and then you manage the team, and do you manage like how many bikes are we bringing to the race? What's the parts inventory look like? Like that's all you.
Yep. So I'll go in and I'll send in a full parts inventory list of everything. Like in our shop, we have an entire Arctic side, and then we have an entire Altus side, and we have an E-Ride side. Shelves full of parts.
Right.
And that's full factory supported from all three companies. And I'm very thankful for the position that we're in right now. We've gone really far with it at this point. And at the end of the day, it's for these companies to make a better bike, right?
Yeah, for sure.
So I enjoy going and do this stuff, and then we get the data back, and we give the data, and that if they want to use it to make their product better, bikes better, and that's the whole purpose behind CRC. Right. And it's been a journey, but it's almost like every race we've gone to, we're prepping a week before.
So that leads me into this, because I want to know this. How many, what does a parts, we were talking about this on the way back, because we were like, next year we're going to bring we're going to race it and have fun. We're going to be more a part of that and maybe not do so much media, but we want to know, what do you bring? So if you have, let's just say you got four racers on four bikes, what the hell are you bringing to the race? So
basically right now,
one of everything or two of everything?
Yeah. So basically with the Arctics, we have two bikes that we're running for the TKO.
And what two bikes are those?
Those are the EX800s.
Okay.
And those are both prototypes. We just got the new frames, new swing arms, a week prior to this.
Okay.
So we prepped 2 days before we left, put them in a box, and shipped them across country.
Nice. And then got here and put them together.
Got here. Just all we had to do was put the bars back on. And then Cirrus came in literally on Thursday night, I believe. Yeah, Thursday night.
Yeah.
They got in at 7 o'clock, drove 2 hours down to us, rebuilt our suspension, and then bikes were loaded, ready to go.
So what forks are you running?
We're running a Cirrus, but they're a custom length and custom valving for what I kind of wanted and what we built the bike around.
Right.
And I think those are an 826 length.
Okay.
And I think the Ultra Bs are running a 856.
Okay. All right. Is that because the stature of the Arctic is just shorter?
It's just a little bit smaller, and with the Arctic, we're running a rear tech shock on there because Cirrus hasn't came out
the formula.
Yeah, they haven't came out with the rear 36. I believe that's
going to be the light E-Moto or shock. Yeah.
So, but in the future with Arctic, I'm sure that swing arms will be changed again. The frames are going to change, and at some point, the Cirrus R36 will probably go in there.
Yeah,
or 38.
Is it 36 or 38?
38.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you got two riders on two Arctics. Is that right?
We did.
But you did? Oh,
Yeah.
that one guy, he got hurt. You were going to ride it. Your shoulder's blown. You didn't ride it, so you only ran one Arctic.
Yeah, so
today.
we only ran one Arctic today.
Okay.
And
then from the factory perspective, right? Like, okay, so now you got to basically tell Arctic, like, hey, I just don't have a guy to put on a bike. Like, is that cool? Like, how does that work? Are you responsible to have like a certain amount of people on the gate no matter what?
That's all up to my discretion.
Okay.
And they are comfortable with the decisions that I make.
Okay.
You know, and all the teams have been very welcoming with that.
Right.
You know, if I tell them this is what we're going to do, then there's no problem.
That's really cool.
Know? So, I mean, at the end of the day, there's no one else doing it.
No.
Right. So.
No, there's nobody else doing it at all.
Yeah.
It's like you have like pioneered this like weird fucking thing where you're like leading the charge of like building race teams for all of these factories.
Yeah, you know, and that's all to build the community.
Yeah.